Okay, so we just did multiplication. I'm closing that up. We are now going to do division of exponents in scientific notation. So in here, I am going to lift up my flappy do for division. I am going to start with this problem right here. I have 7.2 times 10 to the negative 8th divided by 3 times 10 to the negative 2nd power, okay? 7.2 times 10 to the negative 8th divided by 3 times 10 to the negative 2nd power. Great, that is my problem. Now, these steps are not that far off from multiplication steps, so I'm gonna zoom in so we can start to get these. I am gonna write all the steps out first, and then we will see the steps in action in this division problem. So, step 1, rewrite, excuse me, the problem as a fraction where we have decimal divided by decimal and power divided by power. I am going to do exactly what I did before and show this work with different color coding. Decimal divided by decimal and power divided by power with different color coding. Step number 2, divide the decimals and subtract. There's some vacuuming going on behind me, so I'm sorry about that if it's loud. Subtract the powers. Great. I'm going to show that math work as well when we go through it with the same color coding. And then our very last step, and this will be the last step every single time, rewrite in scientific notation. Not. Sorry about that. Rewrite in scientific notation. Okay, so those are our steps. I'm going to show this rewriting in scientific notation in blue, just like I did with the multiplication problem. Now, let's do the work. We have 7.2 times 10 to the negative 8th divided by 3 times 10 to the negative 2nd. Looking at this and aligning everything, I am going to say I have 7.2 aligned with, and I'm going to make a big, huge fraction bar, aligned with 3. There's my decimal divided by decimal. I should have done that in purple, so I'll just highlight it like that. Aligning those decimals times, this time I'm actually going to use the right color. I have 10 to the negative 8th times 10 to the negative 2nd. So now I've aligned those decimals and aligned those powers, and I am going to do this math work. Okay, so that was step number 1. Step number 2 is actually doing this math work. 7.2 divided by 3. If I do that, this right here becomes 2.4. If you don't know what that is, great, put it in calculator, right? That would be a good logical bit of calculator use. Now, this subtraction of fractions, I need to be really careful with. I'm going to say times negative 8 minus a negative 2, right? Notice I have lots of negatives in here. I need to make sure they're all accounted for. And there's also the subtraction sign because I'm dividing exponents with the same bases. I will subtract their exponents, okay? So when I do that, I end up with 2.4 times this minus a negative becomes plus. So I end up getting 2.4 times 10 to the negative 6th when I do the math. What's nice is this right here is step 2, and then step 3 was already done for me. It's already written in scientific notation. Now sometimes with division, it's not written in scientific notation. You might end up with a really small number here where you have to shift your decimal place over. In this case, I didn't have to, but just know that that is sometimes a possibility. So get these notes written down. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit so you can see them. If you need an up close and personal view of this, check out the notes that I emailed to you so you can see them up close and personal. Okay, thank you for watching, and watch addition and subtraction next.